Hi everyone, I have a special and even more special guest star today. So I decided that I did do a blog a while ago about the effects my illness had on my family and loved ones. I decided to do a little video and my sister Lovely volunteered to be a part of it. So I'm going to just ask her some questions and she's going to tell you kind of her point of view from what all happened with treatment and everything, since she was one of the main people there through everything. So first off, she can tell you how different is someone when they're in the depth of their eating disorder. What did you notice about me?
Well, you were
Be
honestly,
Go for it. When I was
oblivious to so much. You are in your mind. You think your life is going great, and you think that you can handle it, but you couldn't. It's like a few months ago we went shopping for clothing. Well, swimsuits. We were in Dubuque. We were going to go swimming. Amanda walked out of the swimsuit. She had her swimsuit on. She was walking out of the changing room, and she lost so much weight. She couldn't even get these smalls to fit her, and I was extremely worried. But if you were to walk up to Amanda with her issues until recently, I love you, she would be very defensive, and she wouldn't talk, and I love my sister. It's just she has a mental issue, and when she relied on her own, point of view and her own opinion and thinking she was okay. I will give you a hug again. It's really difficult to see your sister life go downhill.
What do you remember from the first admission I had 4 years ago? Like that day that I went in? Because you were there. You sat next to me the whole car ride there.
You were scared. You didn't want to. I remember you didn't want to be there. They took you into that side room. You got some paper filled out. You had to leave.
Do you remember?
You weren't happy.
Do you remember what you did that made me cry?
I was trying not to bring it up. Yes.
What?
I brought someone a Webkin, and clearly it was Poochie. I brought Webkin a Poochie a Webkin.
When I was younger, every time I went in the hospital, since in 5th grade, I would get a Webkins, and Caitlin surprised me with ordering me a really special one and bringing it to the hospital that day. Because even my dad came that day. He doesn't take time off work. He's a workaholic. So that was surprising that he came. But what is it like visiting someone in eating disorder treatment?
Clearly they have not a lot of money or resources for eating disorders, because you were along with just thrown into a ward with a variety of people with eating disorder.
Just a regular psych unit.
Yeah, regular psych unit. And it's like, you should be here. You should be somewhere that's specifically for someone with eating disorder, because everyone else has completely different issues
to make it more healing of an environment.
Yeah, it's like it was dark, cold, 2 hallways. I don't know what I can legally describe. There wasn't a lot of windows. There wasn't a lot of outdoors.
No, we weren't allowed to go outdoors.
We were. I think I went out to the outdoor patio area
once with me, and we were with the group.
Yeah, once. It was depressing.
What was it like eating meals with me? Because you were able to go down to the cafeteria, grab food, and go into the family visitation room with me and my tray, and I ate my tray and you ate your food, and you did that every week.
I had better food than you because I got to choose. I had less milk than you, but you did have more vegetables.
She hates milk, and I hate vegetables.
Yeah, you would get some of the weirdest food, like...
Okay, I got this Mexican meal that was like rice, pulled pork, and like corn and it was like a Mexican bowl, and she hates Mexican, and I loved it, but she thought it looked so gross, and she always ended up coming on that day we have it. Every week that we had that meal, she would be there on that exact day. So funny.
Oh, well, you weren't allowed to bring plastic Subware or at least knives into the room.
Was it weird when I asked you to smuggle a knife into the room so I could cut up my stuff?
Once you explained it, no, we called it, I think, the weapon of mass destruction.
Yes.
Very dangerous, clearly.
A plastic knife. Because when you go out of the cafeteria, they had to take your knife and any, like, glass stuff. So, like, but I needed a knife a lot to cut up my food, so, but, what... How, I guess, what is one thing you would tell other people, other family members or friends that have someone struggling with an eating disorder? What's a piece of advice?
Okay, well, it's going to be difficult. You have to have understanding because it's all mental, so it's not like you can just give them some drugs and fix it. And often...
That was taking drugs or, you know.
Okay, I was like, yeah, that's... Okay, as long as you can just take drugs and fix it. And sometimes you just understand, you will never understand what they're thinking. They are not, you'll never understand what they're thinking. And sometimes, and the worst part is like being there for them. There's really not much you can do because, no offense, Amanda, you are stubborn. And unless the person, you can help them, but at the end of the day,
it's up to them.
Yep.
What was your initial thoughts when you were told I was diagnosed with an eating disorder?
I really couldn't believe it. I mean, I knew you were on a diet earlier, but I was like, ooh, diet, because I also seen you just, well, regularly before that, just eating ice cream with, brownies with ice cream on top.
See, I have to explain, when people with eating disorders, when they restrict so much, their body, like their blood sugar goes down. So especially you start craving sweets. So like the only time I would eat for a long period of time was, I remember that period, was ice cream with brownies.
Do you
or
eat that
sugar
anymore?
cookies. No.
Okay, I was like, yeah.
No.
You don't...
But I would like that. I would eat sugar cookies, like those sugar cookies you buy at like Walmart or Hy-Vee that are pre-made. Or I would eat brownies that I would make from a box and vanilla or like birthday cake ice cream. So I remember going through that phase. What? I guess. What was it like when you had to visiting me on Christmas? Because that, for me, was very emotional, having to have my family visit me on Christmas and not being there. What was it like for you?
It was, I mean, I was happy to be there. I was super excited because I got you the best gift.
Yes.
I got you the best gift. I disappointed because someone, Poochie, didn't show up.
Sadly, they don't allow those on the unit.
Okay. Sad that Adam didn't show up.
Our brother, because he's lame. What? So, partial. I had to stay at a, not care. We'll call it a care facility.
The care facility was awful. I remember that. You told me it was awful. The only fun part was that, that ball machine in the corner.
Skee ball.
Skee ball.
We played a lot of skee ball.
You disliked it. You didn't want to go there. And I was surprised when, like, later you wanted to be sent there, but you couldn't.
It was a whole
ordeal, okay.
Thing of, they were trying to court commit me, and it was a whole, I remember that was that was the day that you guys brought me my new iPhone and had dinner with me, you and Blake, and it was just like,
which was great because I got your old one.
she did get my old phone hand-me-down, even though she's the older sibling. But
why would I pay for a new phone when I can just get your old one?
Because I paid.
Exactly. What else?
What? I guess. What is one of your most memorable? Oh, no. I want to ask you. Okay. So there was one evening where our friend Lindsay and you came to visit me. And we played in the front room. We played games and had dinner. And you guys couldn't leave when you wanted to. Do you remember why?
Yes.
What happened?
Okay.
And how did you feel? This goes along with the eating disorder program that only could be up to 10 people, and there was never up to 10 people anytime I was there, and I've been there 5 times. I think the highest was like 7. And because it matters like who comes first. Like if there's someone down in the ER that's bipolar, they get to come up first. But this goes along with that.
Okay, so this may be the wrong time. This happened a couple times, but was that the time when we were in the room in the front? Yes, we're in the room in front. I believe we were just walking out, or at least, and then we were told to get back in. The guy by the corner room, was the corner room, was going berserk.
What did you see when we walked out to find a nurse to let you out?
Oh yeah, police officers. Or security officers.
There were 3 police officers.
Yeah, we couldn't go out. Someone was going berserk. And that was the first, but not the last. I think it was the first, not the last time something like that happened.
Well, you guys are visiting. Well, especially while you were visiting, because you visited once a week. What? Sorry. What? Now that I'm out, what certain things are hard around someone with an eating disorder to maybe, is there certain things that you're kind of self-conscious to like say or do, or like
anything about food? Like I like being jokeful, so making a joke about not your condition, but just joking around with you. Just especially like a few months ago, just talking about things, and you were, no offense Amanda, you were in denial about a lot. So just, I'm oblivious to a lot of stuff and I could see it. So just, you couldn't see that your weight wasn't, a lot of things were an issue, and there was times when I would talk, like that one time I was talking to you over there, and I was talking about, Amanda, you need to get your eating disorder together. I was talking, it was better spoken, and I was like, a lot of stuff is going downhill. A lot of stuff in your life is struggling, and you lashed out at me. I don't blame you, because again, you're eating disorder, but again, this is where you need to have patience part.
Because one thing Caitlin would tell you is when a person with an eating disorder gets very low in weight and malnourished, or not even just low in weight, just malnourished and just doesn't have the correct nutrients, they can get very agitated. They can go off like that. Like especially when you get such into your eating disorder, no matter your weight, like if you're just malnourished and just don't have the proper nutrients, you can snap at the lightest thing. If someone just forgets to put the lid completely on the deodorant, or maybe someone parks behind you and then you have to come inside and get them to move or whatnot, you can just explode.
Someone runs into your room, grabs your deodorant, and smears it all over your homework. And
okay, I was super young and that wasn't eating disorder related.
No, but you said deodorant. I had to bring it up. I still hadn't forgiven you for that. Never.
But one thing I want to bring up before we end, right before Christmas, about the 10th of December, you, Mom, my aunt and my fiance planned something. What was it?
It was a party. With
Also known as an
a
intervention.
No, not an intervention.
It was a straight up intervention.
A party dedicated to you. We bought
They
presents.
sat up. Okay, the presents were a nice
food.
touch. Homemade food. But they literally, after all the food and drinking, sat me on a couch.
Come. We had an intervention, and Amanda almost didn't come.
Okay, they told me that my aunt just said that she was making soup and inviting the boys over that are my roommates, that are her sons. And obviously my fiance was invited, and I didn't want to go eat in front of everybody and have, so I said I couldn't come. And then my mom calls and said my other grandma from my other side of the family's there, and people are there, and they have gifts for me. And I was like, what the heck? And then after we ate, they sat me down on the couch and literally said, Amanda, we're worried about you. We want you to get help. Fortunately for them, 2 days later, my doctor sat me down in his office and said, I'm going to court commit you if you don't go into the hospital right now. So, a week before Christmas, I went to the hospital. But that's beside the point. Why did you, what went into doing the intervention? What made you, how did that all go about? Who talked to who? How did you get involved?
Again, I'm oblivious. I was entered I was at the very last part. Everyone decided they would do it. Mom went to me like, hey, we're having an intervention with Amanda. Bring a present. I'm like, cool, we're having an intervention for Amanda. I got a present.
Were you nervous?
Well, I was nervous when you weren't apparently going to show up. We got there, and Blake was like, is she going to come? Or I was not. I was kind of annoyed that I'm pretty sure you lied about eating beforehand.
No, I actually did eat, but it wasn't that much.
Okay, because, no offense, but when you're in when you were in the
And I have lied about eating.
A lot.
So,
a lot.
Don't blame you guys. But, okay, well, Ezra says goodbye. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Thank you, my beautiful sister, for joining. And I'll have a great day.